4846 Stormmaster Exteriors.
Now, the only locally produced farm radio show with agricultural news, information, interviews, in-depth weather, and more. It's Terry Henne and his Farm Show on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A mostly sunny good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. Terry Henne here at Radio Center. Matthew Lester standing by as well, looking at the clouds and looking at the sun. A whole lot more sunshine out there. And we did have some clear skies last night, thickening of the clouds, some pretty chilly temperatures, right around zero in a couple of spots, single digits over in Michigan's thumb. Low-lying areas also looking at some pretty chilly weather. Just taking a look, Cadillac was at 2 below zero. White Lake, which is practically the opposite when it comes to geography. White Lake down by the Heartland area, Brighton, that area. They dropped down to 0 overnight last night. Carroll was at 1, Bad Axe was at 6, Cass City was at 5, and we saw a lot of low double digits. And then things began to warm up just a little bit. Matthew, what are we looking at right now?
Well, over at the airport, it's sunny at 23 degrees. Over in Midland, it's sunny at 25. Here at Radio Center, it's sunny at 24 degrees. We have south winds at 8 miles per hour, and our pressure is at 29.94, and it's falling.
We're going to work our way toward the freezing mark as we move into the afternoon. We're going to need the sun to get it. And it does appear as though we should have mostly sunny skies. Maybe a few clouds around, especially later on this afternoon and early this evening. Clouds will be thickening up overnight. And as a result, after a high temperature of right around 32, we'll only drop down to about 26. It was very quiet overnight. And as I said, mostly clear skies for a lot of folks. But the fortunate thing for us was that the winds died down last night, not nearly as gusty as what they were during the day yesterday, where we did have wind gusts of over 30 miles per hour. Couple that with the very strong, bitter temperatures that we did see coming out of the northwest. High pressure this morning is located over Lake Erie. It's going to be moving into New York State. So that's one of the factors that's going to generate some warmer temperatures for us. The other is a low pressure system, which right now is over the northern Rockies, well out west, Montana, in that area. That low is going to be moving to northern North Dakota and southern Canada, that particular region, as we move into the nighttime hours and the early morning hours tomorrow morning. As a result, the high with its clockwise circulation, the low with its counterclockwise circulation is going to be pushing some much milder air up in our direction, along with a southwest wind. We'll see some southwest winds gusting to 35 miles per hour tomorrow. So after a low of 26, we should work our way up pretty close to 50 degrees with a mix of sun and clouds. There is going to be a weak upper air front that is going to be sliding through the state. But at this stage of the game, it doesn't look like that's going to amount to much of anything in the way of moisture. If anything, it's going to be lake effect type activity on the west side of the state. But for us, I really don't think we're going to see much of anything. 50 degrees for a high tomorrow, 28 for a low tomorrow night. The southwest wind will become a little bit more westerly later on tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night. Then moving into the weekend, we're going to see a little bit more of a northwesterly wind, 12, 13 miles per hour. Our forecast for Saturday is a mix of sun and clouds, more clouds as we go into the afternoon, and a chance of some snow showers once again late on Saturday night. We'll peak out at right around 32 for a high on Saturday, 13 for a low on Saturday night. And moving into the second half of the weekend, much cooler, temperatures in the middle 20s, but sun on Sunday. We're going to owe that to a high pressure system over Lake Superior. So that is going to be pushing some pretty chilly air down over top of us during the day on Sunday, but clearing our skies. We'll have clear skies on Sunday night. Clouds will be on the increase after midnight, looking for a low of about 11. And then on Monday, 32 for a high with partly cloudy skies, 20 for a low on Monday night. All of the crazy weather that is going to be taking place on Sunday afternoon, Sunday night, and Monday is going to stay well to the south of Michigan. Tennessee Valley is going to get rain, also some ice. And then as it gets a little bit closer to the Michigan border, we'll see snow shower activity in Indiana and Ohio, right along the Michigan border, southeast corner of the Lower Peninsula, possibly inching its way close to Dundee in that particular area on Monday. That's going to be the best chance of seeing any snow. Then there will be a chance of some snow shower activity late after midnight here in the Great Lakes Bay area and into the early morning hours on Tuesday. So if you are going to be doing some traveling on Tuesday morning of next week, you got some appointments that you got to make. Right now, just plan on giving yourself a little bit more time because we will have chilly temperatures. Again, that overnight low on Monday will be 20. We'll move up to about 42 for a high on Tuesday, but it won't be there right off the bat in the morning. And we will have some snow shower activity, some moisture. So there could be the possibility of a slower go on Tuesday morning. Then on Wednesday, we'll also have a chance of seeing some decreasing temperatures. 42 for a high on Tuesday, 25 for a low on Tuesday night. And then on Wednesday, a mix of sun and clouds, no moisture. 45 for a high, but that temperature in the afternoon will be dropping off as some colder air is going to be pushing in our direction. Now, the long-range outlook to take us all the way through the 11th of March is for our temperatures to average above normal, and that's going to happen late next work week in through the first full weekend of the month of March. Precipitation pattern is going to be above average as well during that period of time to take us from roughly the 4th of March through the 11th. Now, temperature-wise, what's average? 35 in the afternoon, 20 at night right now. The record high in this state is 60. That was set way back in 1932 and tied in 2000. Incidentally, the warmest ever, 26th of February, is in the year 2000. 60 was our high, 48 was our low. The record for cold temperature is 8 below zero. That was set in 1963. In 1963, the 26th of February, the coldest ever. 11 was our high, 8 below zero was our low. And back in 1921, we picked up about 8 inches, a little bit better than 8 inches of snow. A year ago today, 43 was our high, 26 was our low. We had no precipitation to talk about. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Matthew, standing by today, who do we have?
Coming up next, we have Melinda Sweeney from the Andersons, and we also have Doug Klein from Oppenheimer.
But before we get to them, we want to remind you the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrient Ag Solutions.
Nutrient Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrient Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrientagsolutions.com.
They say there's a secret to growing a great crop. At Nutrient Ag Solutions, they beg to differ. It all starts with a strong foundation, and when it comes to fertilizer, there's no question that Titan XE drives dry fertilizer performance. They've been unlocking the potential in every prill of dry fertilizer with biocatalyst technology for over a decade. Visit lpi.ag/Titan or contact your Nutrient Ag Solutions crop consultant to drive your crop's potential today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Steiner Tractor. New parts for old tractors made easy. You know, they do take their job pretty personal at Steiner Tractor because they understand how your life and job both stop if that tractor stops running. A lot of you have got work that you need to have done, and you'd like that tractor to do it for you. But obviously, you need a part here and there once in a while, and the chances are not too many people carry that part. Well, the chances are Steiner Tractor does. So it might be a good idea to give them a call and just find out if they do have that part. My guess is they will, and they'll have it delivered to you in just a matter of days. New parts for old tractors made easy. 800-234-3280, or go to steinertractor.com. And they want you to mark down this coming Saturday. This coming Saturday is a big event going on over in Caro at the Brentwood in Caro. It's the 22nd annual Farm Collectibles and Toy Show. Starts at 8:30 on Saturday morning, goes until 3 in the afternoon. This is a buy, sell, swap event featuring farm toys, antiques, collectibles, and literature. $3 donation for the adults. Children 12 and under are admitted free. For more information, just go to Caro Tractor Show. That's Caro with a C, carotractorshow.com. Along with us, we've got Melinda Sweeney from the Andersons. Melinda, the markets, what are they doing today?
Yeah, we have corn trying to hold right here at May resistance of 443 futures, beans down 5 and wheat up 3. We are going through a roll from the March futures to May futures, as tomorrow is first notice day. So a lot of positions typically have to be out by today. So we have that pressuring the spread as well, with the USDA releasing weekly corn exports this morning. And soybean futures were trading higher on the overnight, and they're sharply back down off that. We're still firm on the crude oil markets, which have been building a risk premium and potential with U.S. and Iran tensions to really have lent strength in the soybean oil market. Brazilian soy exports for February are projected at 10.69 million metric tons compared to 11.46 last week. So a little bit lower there. And we still have eyes on the wheat, with the weather kind of being all over the place, what the wheat looks like and what that means for our central and southern plains over the next 10 days.
So right now on the board at the Andersons, what do you have?
Yeah, we have nearby corn at 415, new crop 26 corn at 410. Nearby soybeans, $11.25. New crop 26 soybeans, $10.60. New crop July red wheat at 516, and new crop July white wheat at 540.
Sounds like we've got a lot of factors weighing on the markets right now.
We do, and the month of March is typically a big one, as we have a WASDE report the second week of March. March 10th, and then we have the grain stocks and planning intention report on March 31st. So a lot to shake out as we figure out what's going to go in the ground and where the markets are going to fall in the middle.
Boy, I guess so. You have a great day, Melissa. Thank you so much.
You guys too.
All right. Linda Sweeney over at the Andersons. A little bit more in depth. Doug Klein from Oppenheimer joining us. The Market Report brought to you by Michigan Truck Spring of Saginaw, your complete parts and service headquarters for light, medium, heavy-duty trucks and trailers, as well as buses and recreational vehicles. Quality parts, quality service, very competitive prices for well over 45 years. Michigan Truck Spring at 800-358-4751, or buy online at truckspring.com. And don't forget that service area is open Monday through Friday till 11 p.m. Market Report also brought to you by the Frankenmuth Credit Union. They're here to help farmers. Lines of credit, equipment loans, financing for purchasing land, credit cards, and more. If they aren't, maybe they should be. Your hometown financial solution. Check them out. They've got locations all around the area. And if you want to go online and do a little research work, you can. Just go to frankenmuthcu.org. And they're going to be a part of our broadcast coming up tomorrow from the Brentwood in Caro, as the Thumb Area Old Engine and Tractor Association will be hosting their Farm Collectibles Toy Show on Saturday. We'll have all sorts of preview information for you on our show tomorrow, sponsored in part by the folks at the Frankenmuth Credit Union and Steiner Tractor Parts. Doug Klein, good morning.
Good morning.
What are we looking at?
Pretty wild day today. NVIDIA had their earnings, and they were pretty good, but the stock is still down 4% today, so that's not too great. Kind of rippling through the stock market as the day goes on, too. I saw that eBay is dropping 6% of their workforce. That's kind of interesting that they're firing people, laying them off. C3 AI, which nobody's ever heard of, but it's cutting 26% of their workforce. Obviously, they're in the AI business, so that's kind of interesting. What else is going on? Dow Jones was positive this morning, up about 200 plus points. Now it's down 150, so 0.3% there. S&P's down just about 1%, and the Nasdaq's down 1.6%. You can see it's worse in the tech growth arena today. Precious metals kind of giving back what they gained up yesterday, so that's happening. Crude oil's up about $1. I don't know what that's about, but that's going on. So anyway, here's your numbers. The March corn is $4.30, down 0.5 penny. September corn $4.52.5, up 1/4 penny. March soybeans 11.42.5, down 5 3/4. September soybeans 11.26 1/4, down 4. The March wheat 5.70, up 4 1/4. September wheat 5.93, up 3 3/4. And sugar's at 14.05, up a nickel. The crude oil is 66.27, up 85 cents. Heating oil is 271.25, up 3.8 cents. Gasoline 202.30, up 3 cents. Natural gas is 283, down 5.5 cents. Among the currencies, Canadian dollar, US dollar buys $1.3688 Canadian. That's up 14 ticks. The dollar buys 156.17 yen, down 16 ticks. The euro's at 117.87, down 22 ticks. And the dollar is at 97.82. That's up 12.5 ticks. Gold is at 51.7910, down $28.90. Silver's 87.04, down $3.94. Platinum's 22.4330, down $82.30. Copper's at 598.90. That's up 35 hundredths of a penny.
Wow.
A little bit, very little.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, but the way things have been going, I mean, at least it's calming down a little bit.
Really? Come and sit by me sometime. Come sit here.
I was just trying to get something out of you, you know. I guess I did.
Oh my God.
You have a good day. Thanks, Doug.
Thanks. Yep,
Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Quality Roasting of Reese, purchasing local soybeans, processing local beans, and marketing local Exceller meal, which is a high bypass soybean meal for your dairy herd. Contact your nutritionist or local feed dealer today and ask them about Exceller meal from the folks at Quality Roasting of Reese. Well, you know, every once in a while, you got to practice what you preach. I keep telling folks every day that they should be getting in contact with Vic Huffer for the latest information of what you should be doing right now. So I guess I will. Vic, good morning. How are you this morning?
Well, doing pretty well. Terry, how about yourself?
Hey, not too bad. I'm enjoying the sunshine. Anything is better than that wind and bitter cold temperatures. But I don't think we've killed any wheat off, have we?
No, I don't think so. There's some areas where water sat, and I think I'm not certain with the being dormancy like it is. I have a hard time believing that that really had injured that. I've never seen it this time of the year where it injures that. The month that's most hairy for me as far as wheat's concerned is typically March. When we're coming out of that time frame where we're starting to warm up and wheat wants to start growing, it wants to start tillering, and we start seeing those heavy frosty mornings, especially if we get a fair amount of rainfall, because if wheat's coming out of dormancy and water lays on it, then it's typically more of an issue than it is at this time of the year. Water sitting on wheat that's where there's no presence of biological activity that much, where it's not in growth, doesn't seem to bother it too much as far as how healthy it is when the water sits there. So that's really not much of an issue as far as wheat's concerned that I guess that I've seen over time where it's caused many issues. Like I said, going forward from here, we'll tell the tale. But biggest thing is we're getting dry. We haven't gotten the snowfall that we've gotten has mostly come when the temperatures were pretty cold. So the amount of snowfall that we've gotten that's given us moisture. I think we're not keeping up with what we need as far as the amount of moisture that Mother Nature's presenting itself. So going forward into spring, I'm hoping we see some rain before we start getting into spring, but not at the detriment of a crop that's potentially going to start growing out there.
So right now, other than the wheat, what's the latest that we're seeing on availability of raw materials, fertilizer, that sort of thing?
I haven't seen anything that I haven't been able to get. We purchased everything pretty much that we figure we're going to need for the season so far. There are a few items I haven't purchased yet. Pesticides seem pretty readily available. I haven't had anything really where people have told me that it's unavailable outside of EDBC, which is the Manzate for sugar beets. That is a tight product. If people don't have that, they need to be getting it because that product could be tough to come by, and it's unfortunately it's been going up in price a little bit. So that's one thing that I would tell people if they need to get purchased to look at that. Outside of other products, I haven't really had anybody of the vendors I've been purchasing from tell me that there's something that's unavailable.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Everything's pretty much been easily to buy. We're not seeing nitrogens move away all that much. Urea's come up in price, kind of what to match 28% as far as its price per unit of N. But outside of that 28, I mean, we're still posting prices around $4.15 for 28, and that's only up since early buy in December of $20. That's not a major change. I think with the reduction in corn acres around the country, what they're talking, going down to 90, maybe 91, 92 million acres of corn. If that's the case, then I would think it might keep nitrogen more at bay. But I mean, it depends what happens with corn price. If we see an increase in corn price where contract prices are good, we could see some changes in that market. So I still would tell people if they have the means to get it procured and get it taken care of, I would get it paid for or spoken for at least,
well,
so that it's covered because that could be a big ROI, a big return on investment issue.
Yeah. Vic, thank you so much. Really appreciate your input. We'll talk to you again. Okay.
You bet, Terry.
You bet. Vic Huffer over at Freeland Bean and Grain. Who do we have on deck now, Matthew?
Coming up next, we have Craig Voorhees from the Rummel Insurance Agency, and we also have Jerry Samulski from the Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville.
Let's talk to Craig right now over at the Rummel Agency. Morning, Craig. How you doing?
Oh, we're doing pretty well, Terry. How about yourself?
Hey, we're trying to keep warm. I think I think all I got to do is wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, sounds like it's going to warm up nice and then cool off again. And when that starts in March, the sap starts running, and then we're into making maple syrup for a few weeks.
Yeah, I know the Rummel family is pretty much into that, aren't they?
Yes, they are. For years they've had their own sugar shack in Maple Bush. So yeah, they're looking forward to getting everybody together and getting out there and doing that, and hopefully a whole lot of other folks are as well. If you're going to be selling your syrup, especially if you're selling it commercially, you might want to talk with your insurance agent and just make sure you've got the coverage you need for that. Stuff like product recall and those kind of things are maybe not covered under your standard farm policy. So you'll want to check in if you're doing that for the first time. And same goes for if you're letting folks onto your sugar bush and giving them tours and letting the public come on. You'll also want to check and make sure you got coverage for that, because you don't want to have to sell off some of the woods to pay for a goofy lawsuit if the coverage isn't where it should be.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, I want to put my request in for my annual jar of honey, okay, and maple syrup.
I will definitely let Jake Rummel know.
Fantastic. Craig, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. You have a great day, okay?
Enjoy the sunshine, Terry. You too.
Oh, I will. Jerry Samolsky joining us right now, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. Jerry, what should we be talking about right now?
How about a plant of the week, Terry? How about bird's nest spruce? It's a nice little dwarf evergreen, and they don't grow real fast. That's why people tend to like them a lot. A large nest spruce is probably maybe 18 inches, 2 feet tall, maybe 4 or 5 feet wide. Those are probably plants that have been around for 20 years, so they don't grow real big real fast, and a lot of people are looking for plants like that. Not a lot of diseases or funguses, and creates a dense evergreen all year long. And this time of year, we're just begging for something to keep our interest in the landscape. And I think a lot of people have gotten away from evergreens because, number one, we don't know how to prune them. And, we all like the flowering thing, but we have 6 months a year with no leaves. So evergreens really fill an important niche.
Yeah, they do. Jerry, good suggestion. You have a great day. Nice weekend. We'll talk to you next week, okay?
Thank you, Terry. You too, and all the listeners. Enjoy. Should be a great Saturday, huh?
I think so. Ought to be great.
Yeah.
Jerry Samolsky over at Bay Landscaping and Garden Center. Let's check those New York markets now. Teresa DeVoe with Baird & Company. What do you have, Teresa?
Good morning. We giveth, we taketh away. Today we're taketh away a little bit. Dow Jones Industrial Average is down 144 points at 49,337. 504 million shares traded. NASDAQ currently down 393 points at 22,757. 756 million shares traded there. Some stocks of local interest include Caterpillar at 745.43, down 21.18. Deere 618.60, down 501. CMS Energy 77.29, up 70. Dow 29.47, down 55. DuPont 50.08, down 67. Corteva 78.06, up 39. General Motors 81.02, down $1.41. Trinzio unchanged at 26 cents. Walmart 124.75, down $1. Huntington Bank 17.40, up 11. Independent Bank 35.59, down 27, and AT&T at 27.64, down 23.
Thank you, Teresa. You have a great day, okay?
You as well.
We'll be back at 12:30 with an update. Now we conclude with the playing of our national anthem, brought to you by Euclid Avenue Coin in Bay City.
Broadcasting from the Stormmaster Exterior Studios, WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, WSGW-FM, Carlton.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Peter King. Hillary Clinton has been talking to the House Oversight Committee about the late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, not in Washington, but near her home outside New York. And in her opening statement posted to social media, she says she had no idea of Epstein's criminal activities and doesn't recall ever meeting him. CBS's Nicole Killian is in Chappaqua.
The Clintons had called for a public hearing, but Oversight Chair James Comer said they must appear for their depositions first before he considers a public hearing. And that's in part because they didn't show up for depositions last month on Capitol Hill, prompting the committee to hold them in contempt of Congress. Ultimately, that didn't make it to the full House for a vote.
Committee members will question former President Clinton tomorrow. Secretary of State Marco Rubio says the U.S. is not rushing to judgment after the deadly confrontation between Cuban border guards and boaters from Florida who came too close to the coast for comfort. CBS's Nancy Cordes.
When Cuban border guard troops approached the vessel to ask for identification, Cuban authorities say that the men who were on board the boat opened fire, injuring a Cuban commander. Cuban officials say the troops shot back, killing 4 people aboard the boat, and then arrested the other 6.
The U.S. and Iran are talking again, with the president's son-in-law Jared Kushner and Middle East envoy Steve Witkoff heading the U.S. team. CBS's Aaron Navarro.
The Trump administration has made clear this week that while their military presence builds up, while military options remain on the table regarding Iran, diplomacy is President Trump's preferred route. Secretary Rubio told reporters last night, though, that the administration is getting a bit frustrated with Iran's ballistic missiles not being a part of the negotiations yet.
Instagram says it will now offer alerts to parents if their kids search repeatedly for information about suicide or self-harm. CBS News tech contributor Ian Scher.
Though hopefully not very many people will actually need this feature, the fact that Meta has gone through the effort of creating this feature shows that there is a need for it, and hopefully that it can make a difference in at least saving some lives.
More than 4 million Ford and Lincoln vehicles are being recalled because of an issue involving trailers. More from Detroit, WWJ's Jeff Gilbert.
A software problem can prevent the trailer brakes and lights from working on a number of 2021 through 26 model year Ford and Lincoln pickups and SUVs. No injuries or crashes have been reported. Ford says it's identified the problem, which will be fixed by updating the vehicle software.
Wall Street, the Dow is down 164. The NASDAQ has lost 380. This is CBS News.
Go to the ends of the earth, half a world away. Reach for the stars.
If I take time to think, they might go get Brad.
On CBS, Sunday morning.
Live from the 100.5 and 790 newsroom, this is WSGW News.
Partly cloudy skies and 28 degrees at 12:03. Good afternoon. I'm Mike Korchuk. A federal judge based in Bay City has voluntarily stepped away from the bench while a drunken driving case against him works through state court. U.S. District Court for the Eastern District of Michigan announced February 23rd, 72-year-old Judge Thomas Ludington agreed to take a leave of absence pending resolution of the criminal matter. Ludington faces 2 misdemeanor charges, operating while intoxicated and operating with a high blood alcohol content, stemming from an October 3rd crash in Emmett County's Springvale Township. Police reports indicate his blood alcohol level was measured at 0.27 at the time, more than 3 times the legal limit of Michigan's 0.08. A jury trial is scheduled for May 8th in Emmett County. A judicial watchdog group called Fix the Court filed a misconduct complaint against Ludington the following day with the chief judge of the 6th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals. Search continues for a suspect in a city of Novi in a shooting this morning that left a man injured. The incident occurred in a parking lot of Central Park Estates. Police say a 38-year-old Detroit man was shot twice in the arm. He made his way across the street to Providence Park Hospital for treatment before police arrived. The incident led to a brief secure mode lockdown of nearby Novi schools until the all clear was given. A State House committee in Lansing and it held another hearing Wednesday for 11 AI data centers in Michigan, and critics continue to claim those projects are bad for the state. Here is Greg Bowman.
The lawmakers heard from retired management consultant Christy Gillenwater, who specializes in mergers and venture capital. She warns the data centers in their current form could result in higher utility bills and harm to the environment.
They're almost obsolete before they're being built, before they're done. They could be built in a way which is which can concern. I'm talking about with this chip, with this NVIDIA chip, it is possible to make them in such a way that they use less water, they use less electricity, that they impact the environment less.
Lawmakers being asked to approve state subsidies and tax breaks for the data centers. I'm Greg Bowman for the Michigan News Network.
WSGW News Time, 12:05. The weather forecast, partly cloudy, sunny skies today, a high of 33, and partly cloudy tonight with a low of 27. This is WSGW, your connection to the Great Lakes Bay region and the world.
Icons return to the Dow Event Center as the Spirit take on the Ottawa 67s on Thursday night at 7:05. Memorial Cup champion Nick Sema returns to play his former club, and Saginaw hockey legend Dennis DeRozier will be honored before the game. Don't miss the historic night of hockey. Get your tickets at SaginawSpirit.com.
Are you ready?
Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, and Scott Robbins.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Making sense of it all.
Now I get it.
And having some fun.
Lighten up, Francis.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
All right, let's do it. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. I walk in today. First thing Robbins says to me, this world is freaking crazy.
Well, it is. It's unhinged.
It really is.
It's unhinged. I keep thinking, is it because I follow this stuff every day? Is that why I feel the way I feel? But even if you don't, it's there. Everything is there.
I've said it before. It's this weird thing. By the time we get to Thursday, tempers are ready to flare. You can just feel it from following the morons all week. We're starting today, David. You want to start with this black woman calling BS on this white twig boy?
Yes. Fox News had a voter panel put together, and they talked about the Save America Act, which, by the way, apparently instead of getting to work on this, John Thune, the top Republican in the Senate, had a dog parade. He did. Yeah, it was Bring Your Dog to Work Day or something.
Yeah,
it's like, hey, we got a country to save, man. What are you doing? Yeah.
But said we don't have time for it right now.
Yeah.
But bring your pooches in, because that's like, what, team building?
Yes.
Team building's for losers. Can we just get over that? Get the work done. If you got extra time, okay, I don't mind it.
Yeah, do your vote, get it passed, then have your freaking dog parade, okay?
Think of a place of business. It's like you've got deadlines and timelines. You know, we're not going to meet that right now because we want to show our pooches.
Yes.
Right. You go under.
Right.
What are we doing?
Sure, we couldn't balance the budget to save our lives, and we were constantly losing money in our business, but we had some really, really good dog parades. Yeah.
Gee whiz.
Anyway, the Save America Act, this would require states to verify citizenship for people registered to vote. Of course, there was one younger white liberal dude who said, this is voter suppression, and there's a black woman sitting next to him, and her response is wonderful.
Okay. Have you heard it, Scott?
Nope, not yet.
Me neither. Here we go.
An act like the SAVE Act is very likely more aimed at voter suppression and at keeping key demographics that the Republican Party does not want voting to not show out and vote. I think very often minority demographics.
That's not true.
No. So this is the thing where the suggestion is it's going to keep the black vote down. I've got two black panelists here. Ajwa?
That's not true.
Do you have ID and proof of citizenship?
Yeah, and if I need a copy of my birth certificate, it's just a matter of going online or going up to the department and asking for it and showing my information to get it. I mean, to say that it would negatively affect a minority group because they're somehow not educated enough to get these documents is completely outrageous.
Annie?
Yes.
Thank you for joining my podcast today.
If you understand, I did learn how to read talking points.
Yes, I have some new ones here for you. I'd like to read to you because you're African American. You obviously don't know how to get an ID. They're keeping you down.
And I'm standing up for your rights.
I know more about your experience than you do. Yeah, exactly. Because I read White Fragility, which is by another white person. Yeah, exactly.
And I'm an ally.
I know.
And I tell all the other black males that so they don't beat me up. Jeez.
I'm too old to be put in the locker now.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Well, that's nice.
Golly.
Mexico, still a bit of a mess.
Dude.
I know, man. So you kill El Mencho, and then it's vying for territory. It's vying for supremacy with all the different cartels.
Yeah.
And all that going on. By the way, if you were thinking about taking a cruise and there's maybe a stop in Cozumel, I've been on one of those before. It was great fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're scrapped now as safety concerns continue in the region. That was a Fox story today.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. By the way, if you had planned, say, it's spring break time, like next week, and you were going to be going to Mexico for a week, would you still be going? Or would you be canceling that? Even if it cost you a couple $100.
I'd be canceling.
I'd cancel too. I'm not going.
Yeah.
No. To do what? Shelter in place for a week?
Well, you're just hoping it all works out.
Without food? And, no, thank you.
I'd probably be staying on this side of the border.
Yeah.
Me too.
It was odd. My sister had been to Mexico, I don't know how many times. And shoot, I think I was with my sister at least 3 times, maybe. And I hadn't been maybe 12 years, something like that. And she said, this was just like 3 weeks ago. She goes, I don't know if I'd be comfortable right now going. And we're talking about, Bama Shores or Florida or something like that. And then when this all happened, we talked on the phone. She's like, isn't this crazy?
It is crazy.
Yeah. Glad we didn't do that this year.
And it will kill the tourism.
Oh, yeah.
That's why they got to get this under control.
Well,
I mean, that's such a huge part of their economy.
No doubt about it. But you got that going on, and people are wondering, okay, as far as the United States is concerned, militarily, are we going to be getting involved with that? And then you got the Iran situation going on.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it seems like there's a lot of stuff happening.
We got Cuba now.
Well, yeah, with that boat.
Now, all of a sudden, we got our... I mean, golly, man.
Yeah, we'll be getting into that coming up in a bit.
Weary.
David, a sex offender, you say, is running for office in California.
Yeah, it's a crazy story. A dude who admitted to possessing child porn and is, in fact, a registered sex offender is running for office in California. His name is Rene Campos. He wants to be on the Fresno City Council, and he says his past is actually kind of an asset in the race, okay? This is from ABC 30.
Okay.
I believe Fresno deserves leaders that are honest from the very beginning, not the end. So going into this, I'm putting my life out there. I've been given the chance to rehabilitate through the courts and back into the system. So I say, let's choose somebody outside the box, somebody who knows the system from inside out. Because I've experienced the laws that we are trying to reform right now.
Okay.
More
No,
qualified
thanks.
because I've done time?
Yes. If you can't find a better candidate to vote for, that is a really sad situation.
Well, they said it was a crowded field.
Yeah.
So I guess that's his lane now.
Well, that's the land of Wiener.
Right. Well, yes.
Yeah, he's gonna lock down excuse me, the sex offender vote for sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
that Wiener guy, I mean, do they come any more reprehensible than that guy?
No.
That's Scott Wiener?
Yeah.
No.
What's his whole history? You got to usually have it off the top of your head.
Well,
David.
I mean, this is a guy who has repeatedly pushed for and achieved in some cases pro-prostitution laws, because basically saying, well, we don't want to go after anybody who may be sex trafficked, right? So cops can actually see where, in some cases, underage girls are being trafficked and they can't go in. And also push to decriminalize knowingly and intentionally giving someone HIV, because that was homophobic.
Golly, man. Yeah, California.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking of California, Department of Justice intervened in a lawsuit against the Los Angeles Unified School District over its long-running PHBAO program. Policy classifies schools based on racial composition, labeling campuses with fewer than 30% white students as predominantly non-white, and grants those schools additional funding, lower student-teacher ratios, and admissions advantages. Critics argue the policy now amounts to unconstitutional racial discrimination against white students.
Well, yeah.
Harmeet Dillon is on that. Called it unlawful and un-American. You wonder how much of this stuff is going on all over the place. Like things that are happening you had no idea.
No, we know
uncovered
it is. Yeah.
more and more as time goes on. David, you say that some people in Australia are having fun at Canada's expense?
Yes, there's an Australian dude. We've actually featured him on the show before. He was the guy that was blown away by the spectacle of the Super Bowl. He's like, because it's a football game, but also you show off your military. Like, we're having fun now, but you don't want to see those jets flying over your village.
I remember it.
He's
now,
like,
yes.
I got to respect that a little bit.
That's funny.
And so he likes to comment about American culture, and I think he is spot on with this take after the U.S. won the gold medal in hockey over Canada.
Okay.
Watching Canada get destroyed on social media after losing that hockey, it's probably one of the greatest things I've ever seen. I'm just happy Australia's not getting the smoke this time. Last time we had that stupid Rachel Ray gun doing the dance on the thing. It seems like every time the Olympics comes around, there's some country that talks to America, thinks they can take on the beast, mate. America always comes around, kicks their ass, and then it's just humiliation station from then on out. I'm just glad Australia's not getting the smoke, mate.
That's very good. Thank you for bringing that in. You need a laugh, especially on Thursday.
I like that. It's just the accent sells it. You know?
Oh, for sure.
I love that. Yeah.
Yes. There was some Congress people making fools of themselves yesterday. We'll be getting into that. And the 5 stories we're watching today, coming up in just a few right here.
A small business affirmation from Progressive. Bakery owners, you will be loved today. Every pastry will be flaky. Your cake will make a child's day. Your delivery van won't get sideswiped by a distracted garbage truck driver. But if so, breathe easy, knowing you'll get back to business quickly with Progressive protecting your commercial auto. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
You still thinking job change in the new year?
Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy.
IT?
Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI.
That's what I did.
Really? How?
Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up.
Sweet. Are classes online or on campus?
Both.
Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code SOUND to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code SOUND for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code SOUND for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Are you looking for a reliable place to buy and sell precious metals and coins? Euclid Avenue Coin Inc. has you covered. Are you concerned whether there is gold in Fort Knox? No worries. There's gold and silver available at Euclid Avenue Coin at competitive prices. Euclid Avenue Coin Inc. is Mid-Michigan's premier dealer for silver and gold bullion, as well as coins of all types. Euclid Avenue Coin, located at 602 North Euclid Avenue in Bay City.
Hi, I'm Kevin Ray, host of Simply Financial and a financial coach at Insight Folios, and I have an office in Pinconning. When it comes to planning for retirement, a lot of people think it's going to be complicated. It's going to be a bunch of charts, numbers, market reports, and I know it can make your head spin. But at Insight Folios, we believe there's a simpler path. It starts with conversation about you, where you are, where you want to go, and how you want to get there. No jargon, no confusion, just simplicity. If you're ready to take the stress out of retirement planning, give us a call for your complimentary financial review at 888-885-PLAN. That's 888-885-7526, or visit insightfolios.com. Because your financial future shouldn't be complicated, it should be simply financial.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Jackson Hewitt knows taxes are complicated, and with multiple jobs and tax forms, they're like Sonata complicated. Our no surprise pricing keeps things simple. Jackson Hewitt does your taxes for only $149 or less. And since we know all the new tax codes, you could get thousands back. So what are you waiting for? Hurry. File with Jackson Hewitt today for only $149 or less, guaranteed. Limited time offer for new clients on federal returns. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com/149.
Did you know GoodRx can help you save on medication, manage prescriptions, and get trusted health information? If you're one of the millions living with a heart condition, check GoodRx for an easier, more affordable way to manage your health. GoodRx offers common heart medications for under $30. Just search for your prescription, find the best price, then show your pharmacist the GoodRx coupon. And it works whether you have insurance or not. To start saving and better manage your heart health, download the free app or visit GoodRx.com today. GoodRx is not insurance but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
The Markley Van Camp and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. Now, the 5 stories we're watching today.
1, 2,
Okay, number 5, a
3,
North
5.
Dakota judge has said he will order Greenpeace to pay damages expected to total $345 million in connection with protests and terrorist actions against the Dakota Access oil pipeline from nearly a decade ago. Now, Greenpeace is saying we cannot pay that. And
Who's going to save the whales?
Well, I was going to say someone on this show was a card-carrying member of Greenpeace, and that would be Jamie Markley.
That was over 30 years ago.
Are you going to chip in?
No, I was young and stupid. Why you look at me like that, Scott?
Well, I just figured that you probably saved enough whales in your time that you can move on to other things to save now. Platypus or, some sort of fish going extinct.
Know what I was doing. I saw it in Rolling Stone magazine.
That's all you need.
The nets were killing the dolphins and the whales.
Right.
Somebody's got to save them. Didn't realize what kind of really organization it was until I wised up a little bit later. If you want, I'll bring in my Greenpeace mug sometime.
You still have the mug?
I do have the mug.
What'd that cost you? What was that donation?
I think it was part. You got it with the donation. And a T-shirt. I don't even think I threw it away. But that's not one of the ones I bust out on Fridays.
I've never seen it.
Like I go old school T-shirt.
Yeah, usually you do.
Yeah, with the Greenpeace and the logo, and then on the back, 25 years of raising hell.
Right.
What a dope. I've said it before. If you could go back and kick your own ass, I'd do it.
Yeah.
But you can't.
Instead of the Accept T-shirt, maybe you'll wear Greenpeace this time around.
Never had an Accept T-shirt.
Oh, really?
Saw him live 3 times, but I don't think we want to go down that rabbit hole.
Memories of Accept shows.
Well, they were opening for Iron Maiden on the Power Slave tour. You want to keep going, or do you want the 5 favorite concerts of the 80s, or you want the 5 stories we're watching today?
Favorite Accept songs.
Balls to the wall, number 1.
Number 4, Cardi B is stepping into the Texas Senate race, publicly endorsing Representative Jasmine Crockett, who is running in the primary against unrepentant racist James Tallarico. Number 3, under oath before the House, Hillary Clinton has testified that she has no knowledge of Jeffrey Epstein's criminal activities and does not recall ever meeting him. Number 2, do not recall. That's a very good lawyerly statement.
Has no knowledge of his criminal activities. What does that mean?
Well, didn't know what he was up to at the time.
When she wasn't meeting him, she didn't know what he was doing.
Okay.
That makes sense, right?
All right. No, it doesn't make sense.
Of course it does.
Okay.
Number 2, Vice President J.D. Vance is announcing a withholding of nearly $260 million in Medicaid funds for Minnesota pending an investigation. The deferral of Medicaid reimbursement in Minnesota is due to identified high-risk programs for fraud, including, those autism care and non-emergency medical transports that have been in the news so much.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how JD goes about all this.
Yeah. Yep. And then number one, the FBI spied on Kash Patel and Susie Wiles. Of course, Kash Patel, now the FBI director, Susie Wiles, White House chief of staff. But the FBI was spying on them when they were both private citizens in 2022 and 2023 during the special counsel investigation into Trump's classified documents case. Now, one of the tidbits here is the FBI recorded a phone call between Susie Wiles and her attorney. The attorney was aware that the call was being recorded and consented to it. Susie Wiles did not know that it was being monitored by the FBI.
Wow. And a lot of nefarious stuff.
Yeah.
And then you wonder what's ever going to happen with it. I mean, I'm getting on the Robbins train here. I want to see people actually pay for this.
I do too, but I defer to David Van Camp. What's going to happen?
Nothing.
No.
Well, not necessarily nothing. I think it's 10 people associated with these actions have been fired from the Bureau. So at least we got some firings.
Yeah. But you want big names.
Yeah.
Like when you're going back to the Minnesota thing.
Yep.
There's no way all those people didn't know about the fraud. When you're talking about the governor.
They all knew about it.
Yes. You got Walls. And you got
Jacob Fry.
Yes. Oh, what's his name? The batterer, allegedly.
Keith Ellison.
Yes.
The Attorney General.
Yes.
Yeah.
They all knew.
Well, sure.
Yeah, you want to see him pay for that.
Yes.
After State of the Union, David, you were talking yesterday, talking about the economy, and that's big concern for people going into the midterms. Mm-hmm. Did you see this thing people were talking about online, saying they were just listing everyday things they refuse to buy because they've become too expensive?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah?
Yes. Number one thing mentioned was steak.
Yeah. Beef is pricey right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hasn't stopped me from buying it.
No.
But yeah, I understand.
Must be nice, Mr. Rockefeller.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
It is. You guys should ask for a raise. All my good friends come over for steak. It's too bad you guys aren't invited.
Ever.
You eat steak all the time, David.
I occasionally eat steak.
We get pictures of it on your grill.
Well,
David is a big steak guy.
Yeah, I get what I call weeknight steaks, which are like they're cheaper cuts.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's less expensive, but you can get more meat. So, I mean, it's still steak. It tastes good. It's not, high quality necessarily, but.
Number two thing mentioned, I would agree with concert tickets.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, boy.
It's bonkers.
It's bonkers. It is.
I mean, whenever we see a band going on tour and we're like, okay, tickets, and you look and you can't believe it.
All right, $200 for crappy seats.
Yes.
I want to see Rush this time. And I was talking to my buddy, your buddy too, big Rush fan. He's like, you're like $2,000.
Oh my!
I'm not doing this.
Especially when you've seen a band in their prime.
Yeah. I mean,
and you'd like to see them again. You're not expecting quite the same thing, but my goodness.
It's insanity.
Yeah, that's crazy. They say beer, wine, or liquor at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pricey.
But I haven't bought any of that stuff in a long time, so I wouldn't even know.
I have, but I don't drink. But
oh, you buy it for other people?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. That really sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
People say fast food too expensive.
I don't do much of that.
Yeah. New vehicles.
Oh yeah.
Was it the average price is over 50 grand now?
Yeah.
Oh man. This is the Markley Van Camp and Robin show.
The cost of used vehicles even has gone way up. So just because of the miles thing, you can go 250,000 miles now, with a car.
On some cars, yeah.
Like a car, you got 140,000 miles, but it's like, hey, you still got another 100,000 to go.
Mm-hmm. People mention movie tickets.
Haven't been to a movie in a while.
Man, when you got a decent TV at home.
Yeah. And you can get it for $4 or whatever.
Yeah. Other things people mention. Insurance. I don't know if that's wise.
Well, you got to have it.
Some people are like,
dang. All right.
I know. Yeah. New video games. I don't know. I don't do video games. Soda, different stuff. Okay. So we got to get to. Needless to say, the Harpies on the View didn't like the old State of the Union. We'll have some fun with that and around to What's Your Story coming up.
We're looking at mostly sunny skies right now. 25 degrees at the airport, 25 at Radio Center. Downtown Midlands at 25. Downtown Bay City coming in at 25. Forecast in a moment, but first of all, let's take a look at the markets. where we're seeing some positives and some negatives in Chicago on the Board of Trade. The negatives, according to MAC and Breckenridge, in the soybean pit. Currently, the nearby beans are down 5 at MAC, 11.13. The new crop is down 3 at 10.59. Corn is unchanged, 4.05 on the nearby. New crop is at 4.07. The wheat at MAC and Breckenridge up 4. White wheat at $5.45, red wheat at $5. New crop is up a nickel at $5.58 for the white wheat, the red wheat at $5.13. According to Baird and Company, we've got plenty of negatives in New York. The Dow is currently down 163, 49,318, about 547 million shares. The NASDAQ is down 375, 22,779, 806 million. The S&P is currently down 66 at 68.79. A look at the Mercantile Exchange right after this. Harvest more than crops. Harvest opportunity with precision farming technology. At PC Ag Solutions, we deliver precision ag solutions for every grower, no matter your experience level. From easy-to-use guidance systems to full machine control, we'll customize a package that fits your farm and works with any brand of equipment. As your local ag leader dealer, PC Ag Solutions is here to help you maximize your equipment, your time, and your bottom line. Call us today, 989-868-4444. Over on the Mercantile Exchange, the beef complex is trading just barely to the positive and down as much as almost $6 right now. The pork complex is trading 25 to 35 cents to the positive. As far as the weather is concerned, we're looking at sunshine, and it looks as though sunshine will be in our forecast all the way through the day. Clear to partly cloudy skies tonight, and then much warmer temperatures tomorrow. We'll get to that weather forecast for you in just a moment. Mr. Farmer, if you're looking for some tips and tricks for 2026, Beck's, along with Windy Ridge agronomists, yield innovations, and a team of industry experts from the area are ready to help. Spring Tips and Tricks 2026 will be held this coming Monday at the Saginaw Valley Research and Extension Center on Reese Road. Program starts Monday at 11 o'clock. Featured speakers from Weiss Equipment, Max Agronomy, Windy Ridge Agronomics, Tri-County Equipment, Yield Innovations, and Beck's Hybrids. They'll discuss tips on how to get the most out of your equipment that you own, from maintenance to software updates, and they'll also discuss fertility tricks to help improve profitability this season. Go to the Windy Ridge Facebook post and scan the QR code now to register, or get a hold of Tom, Chris, or Nate at Windy Ridge Agronomics. Again, the Tips and Tricks seminar, that'll be at the Saginaw Valley Research and Extension Farm on Reese Road this coming Monday, March the 2nd, beginning at 11 o'clock. As far as our weather goes, as we mentioned, mostly sunny skies as we go through the day. Temperatures will approach the freezing mark a little bit later on this afternoon and stay relatively mild for this time of the year. Our normal low is 20. Tonight will only drop down to 26. We'll have a few more clouds late in the evening and the early morning hours tomorrow morning. Sunshine tomorrow with some clouds, a strong southwest breeze gusting to 35 miles per hour. We'll have a high of 50 tomorrow with a low of 28. The winds will become a little bit more westerly tomorrow night into Saturday morning, but then decreasing as we go through the day on Saturday and changing from the west to the northwest. So Saturday, we're going to have a mix of sun and clouds, snow showers late. That northwest breeze will keep us on the chilly side, 33 for a high, 13 for a low on Saturday night, with a chance of some snow showers on Saturday night. Sunday, mostly sunny skies, middle 20s for a high, clear skies Sunday night with a low of 12. And then on Monday, partly cloudy skies, low 30s for a high, 20s for a low. And then the gradual warming trend will take place for the remainder of the work week. That's a look at the market's weather at the bottom of the hour. More Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins coming up.
Veltima fungicide outyields the competition by an average of 7 bushels per acre. But you've never been average. The only competition that really matters is you versus you. And with the performance of Veltima fungicide from BASF, you can take your best results even further. Beat your own record. Get every bushel you deserve. And make this your best season yet with Veltima fungicide from BASF. Always read and follow label directions.
The Markley Van Camp and Robbins Show. I'm Jamie Markley, the Gen Xer. David Van Camp's the millennial and the sexy boomer. That's Scott Robbins. State of the Union. Still people reacting. The Harpies on The View, especially Joy Behar and Sonny Hostin. They didn't like the tone. Okay, and there's a reason.
Well, I watched the whole thing, and I was physically ill from it and more nauseous than usual watching him.
Yeah.
The way he was demonizing immigrants made me sick. It made me sick.
Yeah.
This country, I was saying to my husband.
Okay, hold on a second. Go ahead, Scott.
I'm flat. I just can't with her. Demonizing immigrants?
That's what her takeaway was.
Oh, God. And then she said
talking about the people that have died at the hands of criminal illegal aliens, that's demonizing them, apparently.
She wanted to vomit?
Yeah.
And she talked to her husband. Can you imagine that guy just praying for the sweet relief of death every day?
Oh, yeah.
God.
Yeah. You know that chapter in Luke where it talks about in heaven, you're not actually married?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I love the Lord.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, it goes on.
I was saying to my husband, what makes this country great? What made it great and different from other countries, let's say in Europe and other places, is that we welcomed immigrants in this country. My family.
Boy, that's a new history lesson, isn't it?
Wow, no kidding.
Yeah, really.
Jesus.
Apparently, Germany's borders have always been the borders that they are right now.
It wasn't the constitutional framework and limited government. Anyway, go ahead. Yeah, of course. The dopes in the crowd. They love it.
Work in Italy when they were there in southern Italy, and they came here, and that's why I'm sitting here today.
Yeah.
And it just made me so.
Did they assimilate, Joy?
Yes, they did.
I'm going to say
I can answer that for you. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's part
It
of it.
made me feel really sad.
Did they do it legally, Joy? I'm guessing yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, there's a difference.
That's the reason America has been what it is. I don't want to make a speech, but I was furious.
No, go ahead and show your stupidity some more. That's great.
Yeah. And scared as the Bert and Ernie kept jumping up behind him also. And every time he lied.
Did she just say that Mike Johnson and J.D. Vance are gay?
The Bert and Ernie reference?
That's a thing, isn't it? If someone's referred to as Bert and Ernie, aren't they saying they're gay?
I have not heard that, but I don't know.
I just thought puppets.
That's what I was thinking. They were just Sesame Street puppets.
And just good friends?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Roommates.
Go ahead.
Every time he lied, the economy is great. These idiots would be, yay! Oh, the economy, everything's great. Immigrants are the problem. Yay!
And we're going to take your power to tear.
Okay. I'm sorry to inform you that I have a clip of Sonny Hostin as well. Now, I can wait till later in the show, Scott, or you can...
No, we might as well just go ahead and do it now. Just slam another vial of poison into my veins. Yeah.
Well, you asked for this, didn't you? That's what I thought.
Yeah. Okay, let's have it.
No? Do we not have it?
Do we have Sonny Hostin? We don't have Sonny Hostin?
Yeah, we do. I'm just kidding. There you go.
Billy and I were texting each other, and I watched the whole thing too. I almost fell asleep because it was so boring, actually, parts of it. But I think that's what got to me as well, that demonization of the entire Somali population. That was disgraceful. Language matters.
Wait a second. Are you saying the fraud isn't real?
That's just it, right? It was committed by whom?
Right.
I mean, who are you supposed to blame it on?
So this gets better.
The saying that people are illegal aliens, that really matters. We haven't used that term for so long. Now it's back in vogue. You are not illegal as a human being just because you're undocumented. And so
you and all of your ilk that try to change the language all the time, there are other people saying, no, we're not going to do that. And it's not hateful to call someone an illegal alien if they're an illegal alien.
Well, and also that's part of federal statute. That's how they're identified.
Correct.
Illegal alien. That is actually the term that's used.
And how many illegals have flooded into your neighborhood?
Zero.
None.
Right.
In your gated community you live in.
Yes, but the word is so offensive to you in your heart.
Yeah.
Okay, Sonny.
That for me felt dehumanizing to our immigrant population.
I bet it was really dehumanizing your relatives that had slaves, actually, Sonny. But anyway, go ahead.
I disagreed with you yesterday, Joy, when you said, the Democrats shouldn't go. They shouldn't dignify this type of performance. And I disagreed with you. And now I agree with you because like you said, someone like Ilhan Omar, who fiercely is protective of Minnesotans and Somalians, in particular, she gave him that moment that he wanted.
Yeah.
When the Democrats wouldn't stand because he was calling people illegal aliens, they didn't stand, and he's called them crazy. They gave him all these moments.
Just walked out.
Man.
No, he called them crazy after they wouldn't stand after he had
Yes,
a young woman
of course.
stand
Yes.
that was transed. And she was back to her biological sex. And you have the backstory on that, David, which we can get into. But he said they were crazy after they wouldn't stand for her and legislation that would stop that. Taking a kid away from a parent because they don't, quote, affirm their delusion.
Mm-hmm. They willingly gave him that photo op. They willingly gave it to him. They sat on their hands.
Yes.
They could have acted like normal people
and stand for that
stood
one.
up for at least that part of it, but they didn't.
Have you noticed all
why
of the
is that Trump's
legacy
fault?
legacy news outlets will play the clip of him saying they're crazy? They don't give the context.
Well, no.
They won't touch that trans thing.
But you've got an opportunity
It's
to show the
disgusting.
world you're not insane, but you chose to do it anyway.
Yes.
So, go pound sand, man. Yeah, did Trump lay the trap? Yes, because he knew.
Yeah.
That you knuckleheads were going to sit on your hands.
It's just like protecting American citizens before illegal aliens.
Yeah.
They wouldn't stand. The backstory on that girl, David.
Well, it's tragic, and we don't have time to go through all of the details, but she had a very troubled upbringing. Her biological mom wasn't able to take care of her. Her dad wasn't in the picture. I think he may have died. Then she goes and gets adopted by her grandmother and grandfather. Well, she's in school, and a guidance counselor overhears her talking about, or a counselor overhears her talking about how she may not identify as a girl. And he says, oh, well, then you can identify as a boy. We're going to be really affirming with this. Okay, we see you, we accept you.
Oh,
use the boys' bathroom. Well, then a bunch of boys were rude to her, threatened her, not cool at all. But the counselor, she was still saying, yeah, go ahead and use the boys' facilities. And the adoptive parents, her grandma and grandpa, had no idea what was going on.
Gosh.
And then she winds up getting taken away from them because they were not affirming enough for her chosen identity, and essentially winds up getting trafficked to a different state.
Gosh.
And then, luckily grandma's back in the picture, and they're actively suing the original school district because they put her in harm's way.
Sure. Yeah. And they won't stand for that girl.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It is, man. They are crazy. He's absolutely right. Glad he pointed it out. All right. It's that time. We do it a couple of times today. Go around the table. It may not be the biggest story out there, but it caught your attention. David, today, what's your story?
Minnesota State Senator Michael Holmstrom began quoting from a book that we've heard about in the library content wars. It's called This Book is Gay. There was a hearing on school and public library selections, and, well, he made the obvious point that's been made over and over again. And, well, Democrats on the committee fell into the trap yet again, because all he did was open up the book and start reading from it. And it's graphic.
Okay. Roll it.
Oral sex is popping another dude's peen in your mouth, or intending, indeed popping yours and his. There's only one way, hard and fast rule when it comes to watch the teeth. And then it goes on to say that letting any guy in your mouth is no.
Madam Chair.
Thank you.
Oh, this isn't appropriate for this committee?
We don't need to read items that actually, it's not the things that you're reading that are inappropriate.
What?
You got your clippable moment. Maybe we could just move on.
It just seems absurd that this is appropriate for a 12-year-old, but not for the senators in this committee. But I will take it.
Dude, that is freaking
Holy
real. I got to hear this part again.
Items that actually, it's not the things that you're reading that are inappropriate. You got your.
It's not? For a 12-year-old, you're crazy too.
Yes. That is insane that you can hear that and then say, well, hey, look, you can't read it in public, but yeah, a kid as young as 12, sure, that should be in his or her school library. Are you joking?
Of course it is, because we got to help out, the groomers in the school.
Gee whiz.
That is
golly.
Well, I'll tell you what. Driving the point home when you read it out loud like that.
It is.
Yep.
It's actually a genius
Get your
move.
attention.
Yeah.
Oof.
And they're like, you don't have to read it. Gosh, man. What do you got for your story, Scotty? Anything that graphic?
No. I got a story about a baby macaque that's taking over the world right now.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, the
Punch
monkey. Yeah.
the monkey.
Yeah.
Punch the little monkey. You've seen the little monkey, haven't you?
I've ignored the
Punch.
story.
Oh, it's everywhere.
I know.
The Ichikawa City Zoo in Japan, stealing the hearts of many. It's a video showing the little monkey dragging the plushy toy around in the enclosure. Now, why does the baby monkey have a plushy toy? Well, because the mother abandoned the child, which was Punch, and the other monkeys were mean to him. He had no friends. He had no mom. He had no dad. So they gave him this plushie, and he started hugging the plushie and snuggling with the plushie, and people fell in love with Punch. She's still dragging the thing around, but his mother has shown interest in him now. You're like, hey, maybe Punch isn't so odd anyway. They brought him back into the fold, and now it shows him snuggling with mom and also hugging the plushie at the same time. Well, turns out this plushie was an IKEA plushie. And
IKEAs have plushies?
Yeah. Well, they got everything.
Okay.
So Punch the Monkey stuffed orangutan from IKEA is sold out in most stores right now. People are buying the monkeys to give as gifts, or the little plushie that the monkey was dragging around. Some stores have that no longer available. On eBay, you can get them right now for between $100 and $301.
Wow. Is this because a story like this takes off because people are so tired of just the news cycle and politicians?
Well, I think we
like
always
just anything different.
Yeah, you
is
got
good.
a poor little guy, doesn't have any friends. His mom abandoned him. I mean, he'd talk about an 0-2 count. So they gave him the plushie to drag around with, and he befriended it.
Somebody did an AI video where it's Punch, the viral orphaned baby monkey, has somehow acquired a pistol and is firing at monkeys who bullied him. And he's holding a pistol out there. My favorite part was one person responded, yeah, that's fake. No brass, no hammer reward, no slide. Funny, though. Okay, you don't need to be gun guy to know that a baby monkey in a zoo in Japan did not get a pistol.
No. Like,
well, actually, come on.
I love the well, actually people. Yeah, that's fantastic. But, those little macaques are the cutest damn little things when they're tiny like that. Man.
I'll make my story quick just for time's sake because we're running out of time. If you want to keep talking about your macaque, and by all means, we could do it in another segment.
Poor Punch.
Yeah, it's awesome. Hockey game last night in New Jersey because Jack Hughes is back with the Devils, and the crowd's going crazy. They intro him. And then talk about people that hate politicians. Apparently, the New Jersey hockey fans not a big fan of Governor Mikey Sherrill because she was introduced, and, well, here's what happened.
And Allison Blitzer, and New Jersey Governor Mikey Sherrill, and First Gentleman Jason Hayward.
Whoa! When are they going to learn? Did she think they were going to go crazy for her?
Wow, that's loud.
They're hockey fans. They can't stand her. Good. News update, and Nimrod's in the news in just a few.
My doctor told me my blood pressure is borderline. I figured I could worry about it or do something about it. So I took control with Garlic Healthy Blood Pressure Formula. It works safely and naturally to help maintain healthy blood pressure with a custom blend of garlic, vitamins, and minerals. And it's odor-free. I'm taking charge with Garlic Healthy Blood Pressure Formula.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The term natural references only the garlic in the product. Use as directed.
Life gets busy fast. 1 minute you've got big plans for dinner. Next thing you know, it's late and you're this close to settling for garbage. That's why I like having Omaha steaks in the freezer. Real high-quality protein already there. Steaks, burgers, whatever. So when I finally do get 5 minutes, I can throw something in the pan, hear that sizzle, and eat like an adult instead of just giving up.
Handcrafted steaks, incredible burgers. You got chicken, you got pork, you got seafood, you got comfort meals like their fully cooked beef pot roast and meat lovers lasagna. This is the kind of meat steakhouses and chefs swear by, and it shows up right at your doorstep.
And right now you can stock up and save big. Get 50% off the world's best everyday protein. Go to omahasteaks.com for 50% off site-wide during their semi-annual sale. And for an extra $35 off, use promo code Markley at checkout. That's 50% off at omahasteaks.com and an extra $35 off with promo code Markley at checkout. Terms apply. See site for details.
Career changers, including veterans and active duty service members. Your transition starts here. Go from GI to IT in a matter of months. Become a certified cyber warrior with training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, offering IT pros great opportunities and a rewarding lifestyle while protecting our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. Deploy your career in IT today at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
My name is Angie Guja. I've been an oncology nurse my whole nursing career. I knew that that's where I wanted to be. In 2014, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, so I understand what patients are going through. What I love most about working for Carmanis is serving our rural communities. People might think that the only way to get the best care is to drive far. They're thankful that they can get the same care that they would get in the big cities right here in our backyard.
Take a second for connected care. Visit carmanis.org or call 1-800-CARMANIS.
Motown Legends, TNT, Together Again, Temptation, Boy Tops, Saturday night, May 9th at Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort. Tickets start at $55, on sale Saturday, February 28th at the box office and etix.com. Saturday night, May 9th at Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort. Temps and tops together again.
I've always wanted to learn French, but the app